All right, guys, we're going to dive into a message here that I am picking up on. And I feel like this divine masculine can't stand the fact that you are being secretive or choosing to be mysterious or maybe just not reacting the way that you would in the past. I feel like many of you've just learned a lot in the past few months, and many of you are just you're focused on different things, and that's what's driving them insane, is that they don't know where that focus is, because normally you guys would be in this energy of trying to share things, and part of that also was trying to hold on to this connection somehow. And I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are kind of pairing together this whole you being secretive with, like, what the heck do you have going on that you're not making any moves, you're not talking about what's going on, you're just kind of laying low. And I do feel like a lot of them are struggling with jealousy here a little bit, feelings of possession. Like, many of them could be struggling too, like with their mood. They're just in an anxious, bad mood because they're used to having access to you where they could check up on you. And like, I do feel like in the past, when many of you would go through like periods of separation, you would still, like, I'm hearing the words lifeline. So many of you still you would keep this lifeline open. You would keep a window, you shut the door, but you keep a window open type of thing. But now I feel like windows are shut, doors are shut. Like, there is just no way of knowing genuinely what it is you're up to. And I do feel like a lot of them are getting frustrated that it's bothering them or putting them into this energy of like shaking their leg. Like, many of them may be looking forward this weekend to social events, and they're just like, shit, like, I don't even feel like going, because all I want to do is sit here and obsess in this energy of like trying to figure out what your next move is, divine feminine, what it is you're up to. Who are you spending time with that you need to be so secretive? All of these things are weighing really heavily on their mind right now. Okay, so I'm going to get into some intuitive messages, which means they're just twintuitive messages. I'm just going to rely on the pictures in the card. Okay, let's start off with your energy, divine feminine. Okay, so yeah, definitely being secretive because you feel like you're more in control and more in charge. And that's why I was saying a lot of you guys aren't reacting. You're not being emotional. You're maybe giving your divine masculine a dose of their own medicine in terms of just having a cool, calm head. Many of you have seen your masculines operate in this energy as well, where they were just like masters of laying low, right? Being secretive, not letting you know what moves they were making. And I feel like they can't stand that the tables have turned and that you have somehow mastered this skill. I feel like this energy here represents, like, even with the staff here, it represents control, precise control here. Okay, many of you are like, you're just feeling more connected to the bigger picture. Okay, a lot of you, that's what it is. You've outgrown this divine masculine. That's why you're being so secretive and you're making different moves. And that's maybe what they're picking up on as well. And this part of this frustration that they're feeling is the need to match you in this kind of calm, cool, reserved energy, right? They don't need to know, but they want to know. They want to know so bad. They really want to get into this place of like, I don't care. I don't give a F what it is you're doing, but they do so badly. Okay, what I'm also getting out of this card as well is like this very raw attraction to you, because they're not used to seeing you like this. You're usually used to, again, giving them that lifeline, right? Like, your energy is no longer like, oh, I'll always be here. Like, many of you are just like, you don't know where I am, you don't know where to find me, you don't know what it is I'm doing. Like, that's the complete switch. It went from being like so sweet and so like always going to be there, but many of you, I feel like a lot of people throughout your lifetime were used to taking your kindness for weakness. The thing that they don't know about you, divine feminine, is like, you may be very kind and quiet, but you observe. You observe a lot, and you allow people's actions to tell you what it is you need to know about them. Then when you're ready to make a shift or turn the table, it's usually really swift, and it's usually very quick. It's usually like an overnight thing, and that is what is driving them nuts. Like, many of you might have literally disappeared from social media, literally just overnight. And another thing that's like really bugging them is like your discipline and self-control, because a lot of people try to come off social media, guys, and they can't last. They need to be seen, they need to be validated, they need to be scrolling through these feeds to see like how they can compete, like what they can do. It takes a lot of discipline and self-control to not feel the need to be validated or seen or be heard. And that's what's got them ticking, because they're like, what the hell are you up to? Another thing too that you guys should know with the Divine Masculine Collective as well is that they're really struggling with this jealousy thing, right? Because like what I'm getting also with this card is like you're in this big boss energy, like you're being secretive. Like I'm hearing the words roster as well. Like many of you might have like a roster of different suitors right now lined up that you may flirt with, you may chat with, and I feel like because you're in this kind of energy, you're just like, it ain't nobody's business. You know, like if you're the divine feminine, you're kind of just like, this is my grown woman era. Like ain't nobody gotta know about my movements. If I am making movements, nobody will ever know who I've been with, who I ain't been with. You know what I mean? Like it's like people may talk, people may try to guess, just like I feel like your masculines are trying to do. Like they may have their assumptions, their mind is going crazy right now, and I feel like that's something else too that they could be like, they don't want to sit around too long with their thoughts about you right now because it is going crazy, especially the fact that it's like, again, like you could be with anybody right now, okay? And they thought that they were okay with just keeping you at a distance, letting this go, but they're sitting somewhere shaking their legs right now. I'm hearing chiefing a cigarette to the point where somebody's like, yo, are you gonna out that shit, bro? Like, what's going on? You okay? They're, you know, people are talking to them and they're just kind of dazed because, again, like, they hate the fact that you're exuding this self-control. And, oh yeah, this is what I was gonna get to, you guys. The message here that I'm picking up, and it's so funny because it's like I feel them pacing back and forth, guys. Like they could be at a function right now. Many of them could have a karmic that's like, something's going on with him. Like he's way too distracted right now. Like he keeps checking his phone. Like, and the masculines, they don't give a shit. Okay? You better not bother them while they're trying to stalk the divine feminine. Okay? Don't bother them. Okay? It's different when they're stalking you and there's access to you. But it's different when they're stalking you and then there's no access to you. Okay? I'm feeling like this dude is like Googling you. Okay, that's how desperate it is to try to figure out what the hell you're up to. Just Googling your name, just straight up Googling your name, paired up with the city you live in. Like the thing too, I can't even get to this message. What I'm getting, guys, is like for the divine feminines, these masculines, I feel like they're thinking logically. And it's eating them alive, okay? And what they're thinking is like they're having this like very jealous thought of like, she's way too cool. She's way too calm. And let me see how far I am into this reading, if I could say this. Yeah, I think I can. What I'm getting with this is just like, they want to know why you're so cool and so calm and so unbothered. And I feel like your divine masculine's like, yo, she's getting some dick somewhere, bro. Like she definitely has somebody distracting her. That is what I've been wanting to say, and it's been wanting to like roll off my tongue, but it really had to take its time to come out. That sounded really sexual, by the way. But yeah, like I feel like that is what they are thinking. They're thinking the worst. That is the worst case scenario. I don't know if you guys know what the Tower card looks like in this deck, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, but it's literally like, you know, two people getting it on and then one guy with an axe, like, no, like she's mine, leave her alone. That's the card that I'm picking up on. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck in half. Let's get another message. I don't actually have that card in here because it's too explicit, but we'll get another intuitive message here along with this card. Okay, they really do feel like you might be with somebody else. Who are you with? Who are you meeting with in secret? Huh? Who are you meeting with in secret? Because you're exuding way too much self-control. This is a complete switch from how you were with your divine masculine. At one point, you made this divine masculine feel like they were the center of your world. Like you couldn't do without them. You couldn't see any other man without them. You can't see no man. You can't see no man except them. Girl, I'm going to tell somebody something, you know. Eh? I feel like this is unexpected energy that's coming up for many of you as well. Not to say that any of you are meeting with anybody else in secret, but I'm going to definitely go back to that word roster and say that many of you definitely have a few suitors here who I feel like they're mirroring to you on this journey, like what it is you desire, what it is you want. And that's why you guys are in this energy here, Divine Feminine, because for the first time ever, you guys may be more disciplined, more in control, and actually calling the shots and making decisions for yourself where it's this grown woman thing, right? You want to talk to a man, you go talk to a man, right? You want to have some man friend, you go have some man friend, right? There's nothing wrong with a little texting and a little sexting, you know. I'm just joking. I'm seriously kidding, okay? Maybe I'm not for some of you, but but that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even freaking matter, guys. Nobody needs to know about it. Nobody needs to know about what affairs you have going on, because you guys are independent. You take care of yourself. You don't ask anybody for anything. You don't bother anybody, okay? But this divine masculine is really, really bothered. They don't know for sure if this is happening, and it's driving them insane because they can't read your energy, because there's no access to your energy. And like I said, some of you divine feminines might be really slick, right? Ain't nothing physical going on, but you guys are definitely allowing your energy to be like it's flowing out there for people to pick up on it. And Jesus goodness Christ, like many people around you are picking up on it. Okay, many of you are very, 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 very magnetic. But it doesn't mean that you're taking action on any of this stuff, but that's not what's clear to your divine masculine. That Tower card too, guys, you have to pause the video and look at what that Tower card looks like in the Tarot of Sexual Magic and see, because I feel like that is what is on their mind right now, and they want to get it off their mind, but they can't help but think about it, right? Like, they really can't stand the idea of you maybe moving forward or moving on in some way. Anybody else experiencing your energy, especially while you guys are in this like very controlled, you know, place of calling the shots. Like, they don't want to know that anybody else is getting to experience you in this very beautiful and intimate way. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more, and let's get the final one on the masculine's final thoughts on your energy, divine feminine. Okay, yeah, look at this, guys. I mean, two cards showing that they see you in complete control. Okay, you're unbothered, and they better not try to bother you or provoke you in any way. I am getting a message for those of you who are in these karmic situations as well. You're no longer bothered by these karmic situations. I feel like a lot of your divine masculines who use karmic situations in the past to try to trigger you, it might have been just one of those lessons on your path as well, where, I mean, you had to actually, like, you know, experience this in order to push you to kind of just, you know, venture off and get in touch with what it is like you want, what it is you desire, right? What are you going to sit back and watch your divine masculine and their karmic enjoy life? Which many of you were caught up in loops like that because the karmics wanted you to stay there, right? I feel like a lot of your divine masculines also got comfortable with you guys being in this like whole spiritual celibate energy and like, you know, sitting around posting like, you know, spiritual love quotes all day, and like somebody wanted to see you on your own. And I feel like now they have no idea whether you're on your own or who you're with or what you're doing, but you're definitely giving off this energy like it is nobody's damn business, you know. And I love to see you try to figure out more of what it is you want to figure out, because you're going to get your feelings hurt, divine masculine. You keep stalking and you keep digging, you're going to end up getting your feelings hurt. Because the thing I'm getting to about your divine masculines stalking and poking around and digging is that they're going to end up seeing something that they're going to, like, there's going to be miscommunication around, and it's going to end up hurting their feelings. Okay, so they kind of have to mirror this and be complete, like, be more disciplined and be in control and really allow these tables to turn and see what it's teaching them, which is, I feel, you know, humility, respect for you as well, divine feminine, because you've earned it here with the strength card. I feel like somebody really thought that you were going to be dogging after them in some way, or just continue on in this energy that was like, I'm seeing like just like naive, timid, and maybe too some of you might have felt stuck in that energy for a while, but the universe definitely yanked you out of it really, really quick. That's why I'm saying for a lot of you, this turn of the table thing was just like an overnight thing. Like, a lot of your divine masculines are stuck in this like, oh shit, nervous type of energy. That's why I'm saying if this weekend they have plans, them plans is squashed, because they're gonna be distracted, they're gonna be on their phone, Maybe some of them have already kind of started picking up on this, or seeing little hints, or clues, or just even maybe even dreaming about you with other people, right? So they're about to have a weekend filled with just like, damn, I can't take my eyes off of you, because the only thing I can think about is if somebody's got their hands on you or not. Like, I want to be the only one wrestling around with you. I want to be the only one sparring back with you, back and forth, when you get into this kind of energy. But I feel like this is just the way the cards are being dealt. You would have never gotten in this energy had you kept doing that dance with your divine masculine. Okay, they came in there to specifically teach you to pull away from people who don't reciprocate your time or your energy, and a lot of you did it. And the icing on the cake is that a lot of you were dealing with divine masculines who they've experienced all their lives dealing with karmic energies, who have been manipulated by them or thrown under the bus because those karmics didn't have the strength to pull away, right? That's why you're getting the strength here. These karmics did not have the strength to pull away and set boundaries and go off in another direction and get their own, in whatever way that means. I'm not minding any divine feminine's business in this reading, because like I said, who cares? Who cares if this is going on? Who cares if it's not going on? It ain't anybody's business. And I feel like you're doing it in such a way where it's just like, I don't know. Maybe, am I with other suitors? I don't know. Am I talking to anybody? I don't know. Maybe. But it's just like, you don't need to know. And oh goodness, guys, it is driving them nuts. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys for this quick check-in. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Check out my Hipsy profile if you guys want to get in touch with me. I do have some links in my bio. Otherwise, if you guys do like this deck, check out the membership section. Okay, I do have some extended readings there with some 18 plus readings, mature audiences. You guys might like those. Check out that little library. Okay, until then, I will catch you guys in the next reading. Okay, take care. Bye, guys.